We have a massive problem. Our attention spans are cooked. And the wild part is nobody seems to notice it. This thing right here, probably the greatest invention ever created. It has changed society forever, honestly, for the better. If you would have told me 10, even 5 years ago, that our phones would have advanced the way they have, I would not have believed you. Hell, I'm filming this video on my iPhone right now. But honestly, in life, there's no light without darkness. And even though our phones have contributed a lot of good to society, it's also done a lot of harm. It is clear that attention spans in society are declining. But how bad is it really? One report I found said that the average human attention span has dropped from 12 seconds in 2000 to just 8.25 seconds in 2025, now trailing that of a goldfish. For Gen Z, it's estimated at 6 to 8 seconds, while millennials hover around 12 seconds. But why is that? Well, honestly, I've been doing the phone a disservice. Decreasing attention spans have always been a problem. First, people blame TVs, then they blame video games. But it was never as bad as it is now. Everything changed when one app entered the scene. TikTok, the fastest growing social media app in history. TikTok blew up because of its unique approach to short form content. And because of how fast it grew and how much it captured the attention of young people, a phenomenon that Gary Vee calls the TikTokification. That is such a hard word to say. The TikTokification of social media started. I challenge anybody to find me a popular social media app that does not utilize short form content. YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, even LinkedIn. You know, the app that's supposed to be for professionals, for businesses to post job listings, even they have been TikTokified. And it's not that that's necessarily bad. Say what you want about short form content. That's marketing now. If you're a business not utilizing short form content, you're gonna fall behind. But here is the scary part. It's not just a trend. There's actual science showing what this constant short form consumption is doing to our minds. One study by Alina Poles looked at young adults and found a clear negative correlation between excessive social media use, especially rapid, fragmented content like TikTok and Snapchat, and cognitive performance. Heavy users showed reduced sustained attention, weaker working memory, and poorer cognitive control. And on top of that, higher anxiety and low self-esteem. With the rise of social media came the creator economy. And with the creator economy came people getting paid for going viral. And once money got involved, everything changed. Suddenly, everybody online was showing off their fancy lives, their flashy moments, the cars, the trips, the designer clothes, the perfect bodies, all for the views. And we're being fed this stuff every second of every day. So now every time we open our phones, we're comparing ourselves to people who look richer, better looking, more successful, more well-traveled, people that seem like they're living a life more excited than ours. And even if we don't realize it, that constant comparison does something to our minds. Not instantly, but slowly and quietly. And this is the part nobody really talks about. It's not just our attention span being affected anymore. It's our identities, our confidence, the way we see ourselves. Because when your brain is constantly switching between hyper-edited, dopamine spiking clips of other people's lives, your own life starts to feel boring by comparison. Your goals feel slower, your progress feels smaller, your mind just starts craving stimulation instead of focus. This wasn't just about the content we're consuming, it was about what it was doing to us. Because if your brain is constantly being trained to crave novelty, comparison, and instant dopamine, then of course real life is going to feel slow. Of course, focus is going to feel impossible. And of course, discipline is going to feel painful. And that brings me to the real question, the one this video is actually about. What is all of this doing to our ability to be present, to think deeply, and to actually live our own lives? Because attention isn't just some random skill. Attention is the foundation of everything you care about. Your goals, your identity, your relationships, your purpose. And right now, all of that is under attack. So what can we do about this? How can we fight back? Well, the solution is simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Because the real solution is this. You have to train your brain to want the hard things again. You have to rebuild your tolerance for boredom, silence, slowness. You have to replace all the constant stimulation with activities that require more patience, presence, and effort. Things like exercising, going on walks, going outside, reading, journaling, praying, even playing video games. Because at least when you're playing video games, your brain is strategizing, it's problem solving, it's thinking ahead, and it's not just scrolling mindlessly for the next dopamine hit. These are what I call delayed gratification activities, things that don't give an instant reward, but make your mind sharper over time. The more you do them, the more your brain learns to focus again. The less you rely on constant stimulation, the more you realize how quiet your mind used to be. But here's the part that trips most people up. You can't just cut out stimulation, you have to replace it. If you delete TikTok and don't fill that space with something real, your brain will just find another replacement. But if you intentionally choose activities that pull you back into the present moment, like lifting weights, cooking, reading, learning, building something, even creating content, wink, wink, you start building attention like a muscle again. And the crazy thing is, once you start doing these activities, even just 10 to 20 minutes a day, you actually feel your brain slowing down. You feel it settling, focusing, coming back to you. Now, why am I even making this video? Because I realized something that genuinely scares me. There's so much to life than just endlessly scrolling through other people's highlights. And I don't think most of us even realize what we're losing. Every hour spent mindlessly scrolling is an hour that could have been spent becoming the person you're actually meant to be. An hour you could have spent learning something new, building something meaningful, getting closer to God, improving your craft, or even just being present with the people you love. Instead, we trade it for a digital slot machine that feeds us 3-second dopamine hits. This video, if anything, is a wake-up call, but not just for you, for me. I'm not trying to talk on my high horse or my pedestal. I'm making this video because I fall off the wagon from time to time. Mentally, spiritually, creatively, I've seen my attention slip away. I've hit those creative blocks. It made me ask myself, what am I doing with my life? Why am I letting this screen control my life? And the more I thought about it, the more I realized the truth. The real danger isn't that we're losing our attention. It's that we're losing our ability to live with intention, to think deeply, to be still, to work on something long enough to see it become real, to enjoy a slow moment without needing to be entertained. That's why I'm making this video. Not to scare you, but to remind you. Your attention is your life. Wherever it goes, your future goes with it.